We're here at New Mexico 333, and further behind me is I-40, and in between those two roadways is Tijeras Creek. And the wildlife, primarily mule deer, they come from the surrounding hillsides down across the roadway into Tijeras Creek to get water.
New Mexico 333 is part of the old Route 66, built in the 1930s.
Cars have advanced. Back in the 30s, vehicles were 10, 20 horsepower. Now we're dealing with 100 horsepower. So cars go much, much faster today than in the past. And so that creates problems.
That includes dangerous accidents when a driver hits a large animal like a deer or an elk.
Just like us, they need water, food, and cover. And so sometimes for them to acquire those resources, they have to cross our roadways. Sometimes they cross at specific areas that cause problems for the traveling public. And wildlife vehicle collisions, it's a cost to the drivers, it's property damage to vehicles, and in some cases they injure drivers and actual fatalities to drivers.
On 333, the Tijeras Canyon Safe Passage Project uses fences and electrified barriers to funnel wildlife to cross in one particular spot. When animals like bears, deer, or elk cross here, they activate flashing lights that warn drivers to slow down.
These electrified barriers prevent the animals from going up the roadway and keeps them to cross the roadway perpendilarly. It won't impact normal pedestrians or bicyclists, but the electrified barriers, if somebody's walking their dog, the dog will receive a shock. So we have pedestrian push buttons that turn off these electrified barriers temporarily. The reason we don't just build game fence up and down the roadway is that we also want to provide crossings, habitat connectivity for wildlife so that wildlife can still have access to water, food, and cover. Just like humans, we use roadways to go to the supermarket. We need to allow some gaps in these game fences so that wildlife can meet their needs.
There are other strategies that can be used, like wildlife underpasses.
Right now, we are in what we call the East Underpass, below the easternmost bridge. That's part of the Tijeras Canyon Safe Passage project. And we were just at the crosswalk before this, which is about a half a mile due east from here. And so when wildlife cross at the crosswalk to get water in their daily movements or longer dispersal movements to try to get to the manzanos, they can get water in Tijeras Arroyo when they cross the crosswalk and come down the arroyo and get under I-40 here. So the crosswalk essentially gets wildlife, mule deer, bears, cougars across Old Route 66 or New Mexico Highway 333. They can come down Tijeras Arroyo and move under the freeway at this location, at this bridge. And you can hear the heavy traffic of I-40 above us, so they can move safely below the freeway and not get hit.
Wildlife and community groups recognize Tijeras Canyon as an important place where animals are moving back and forth between the Sandia and Manzano Mountains. 15 years ago, a student group, Wild Friends, lobbied the state legislature to convene a workshop to look at wildlife driver accidents.
A lot of the folks that attended the original workshop lived on the east side of the Sandias and had hit deer or seen deer hit, seen carcasses in the road, and basically felt like it was a danger and it was unnecessary for these wildlife to be hit constantly on the highway. So we formed this Tijeras Canyon Safe Passage Coalition that became the first and only advocacy group in New Mexico to really advocate with DOT and New Mexico Department of Game and Fish to implement a wildlife vehicle collision mitigation project.
Agencies can tell the project is working when they check the wildlife cameras and see deer, elk, bobcats, mountain lions, all sorts of animals using the passage. But people also need to change their own behavior to ensure people and wildlife are safe.
You need to be aware of that when you're driving and slow down. The only thing that really stops those accidents from occurring is when motorists slow down or are prepared to react. Like if they're at a wildlife crosswalk, like the one we have in Tijedas Canyon, and the animal detection system detects animals crossing, and the light starts blinking, you need to slow down.
For New Mexico in Focus and Our Land, I'm Laura Paskus.